Yeah, yo, it's your boy, Fried Chicken. Alright, so this game had already started. I joined this lobby a little bit late, and I'm using the FAL. I got sleight of hand. I also have scavenger, and then I'm running marathon just to get the pro perk. So I see the UAV is up already, and I like to lead with some flashes or concussion grenades or whatever I'm using at the time. These pipes right here are really good cover for approaching this area. So you want to use those. You want to jump from cover to cover, especially with the FAL. You don't want to get caught on the open too much. So I put him in last stand, and then I go right to those two guys because they were priority at the time. And then I go back. I end up cleaning them up. And I see this guy come and try to pick up his weapon. I use my UAV. I also, or my spy plane. I also use the cover of that thing that I was behind, that big tank. And I end up getting the kill. So you see me running reflex sight um, as another second chance, last stand, whatever you want to call it, guy. And then I get killed right there because I was actually sticking too far out in the open. So the reflex sight, the reason I use the reflex sight is because it is a smaller attachment than the red dot. It actually doesn't take up as much of your peripheral vision as the red dot. So that's the main reason I like using it over the red dot, especially with the FAL. You have more peripheral uh, view than you have on the red dot. Now the red dot allows you more view within the reticle, but not outside of it. Like I said, it's a larger. It restricts your peripheral vision a little bit more. So one of the reasons that I run this kind of setup with sleight of hand on launch, which obviously a little bit more close quarters than some of the other maps on the game, is because you want to be able to aim down the sights really quickly, pretty much instantaneous. You want to be able to aim right down the sights when you're dealing with a semi-auto weapon. You don't have time to hip fire somebody unless you have like steady aim on, obviously. Then you can get a little bit better hip fire, but the FAL works better aim down sights. So the FAL is definitely, I think, the second best gun on the game outside of the M14. A lot of people will not agree with me, but I think it pretty much has no recoil, and you only need 3 shots, 3 bullets to enter somebody before you get the kill. And you could possibly do a one shot, with a headshot. So I like to stay on the outskirts of the map, and I like to use an unsilenced weapon so I can draw the enemy toward me. The FAL, I think, definitely works better as a slightly more defensive weapon. So if you can have enemies come at you and you can stand back and just wait for them and get the first couple shots off, then you definitely have a better advantage than really just running around and killing. And the hip fire is actually not too bad, as you can see there. So there are a couple things I want to talk about this gameplay. Um, other than the actual strategy that I'm using. And I'll get to that in just a second. So I am staying to the outskirts, and I always want to try to jump up there, so that I might as well, try it there since there was nobody around. But obviously you can't do that. So yeah, I'm staying to the outskirts. I'm trying to really, really not go through the middle of the map as much. And the reason I jumped through that window, I thought I heard a grenade being pulled, Simtex, but I was just hearing stuff. So, staying on the outside, I'm using my weapon to its advantage pretty much. And since I love leading with flashes and concussions, then running scavenger is pretty much the best option. Plus, I get grenade kills. So, that's always a good thing too. So now I am running through the middle a little bit. just because I want to actually come into some contact with the enemy. I walked around a bunch and I didn't see anybody from the opposing team. They did have a spy plane up at this point, so I did retreat. And we got one, so I kind of turned right back around and went back to killing him. And he did get me because he saw me on the minimap. You won't see me run Ghost a lot. And in Modern Warfare 3, you won't see me run uh, whichever perk, Blind Eye, which keeps you off the UAV. You won't see me run that a lot. Just because I actually think that sometimes it's an advantage for the opposition to see you. And you see me always edging out, using cover most of the time when I can, unless I get caught off guard. So you could usually see me do that. And you see how I kind of stay around after I shoot, because I know that the enemy is going to see that dot on the screen and be drawn to it. And like that guy, he came right out in the open, was ready for me to kill him. So I did that. So I want to just kind of state that I love boobies and Vicodin. The reason I kind of want to talk about those things in this commentary is because I got home and my roommate had these, my girlfriend, which is my roommate, she had these bracelets that said I love boobies on them. And she couldn't wait to show me. You know, she was super eager to show me. And I saw them and I said, you know, these are actually pretty cool. I was like, you know, I kind of like the bracelet. She was like, do you want to wear one? And I was like, yeah, I like boobies. And it's a pretty good conversation starter. So I was thinking, like, you know, I kind of want to wear it to work. But, you know, I sell computers and I kind of work for a technology company. And I don't know if it's appropriate. And plus, I was like, what if these bracelets you know, are really not for breast cancer awareness? I don't know if I mentioned that. The bracelets are actually for breast cancer awareness. The non-for-profit organization that started selling these bracelets. This guy, his aunt was a survivor of breast cancer, so he started selling these bracelets for $4 a piece, and putting the money towards preventative measures um, for cancer, breast cancer in particular. So anyway, you know, I was wondering, like, are these even legit? You know, or do they just say I love boobies? You know, so I went and looked it up online, and I saw this information about this guy. I also saw that a few states, actually about 5 or 6 states, have banned these in schools. They won't let the kids wear them, or they do have to turn them inside out when they wear them in school. So my question to anybody watching this video, whether you subscribe to me or not, whether you like the video or not, is, do you think the I Love Boobies breast cancer awareness bracelets are legit? Like, do you think you should be able to wear them to school and work and places like this? I do kind of agree with the fact that talking about the issue brings awareness, and having something that's like controversial like that brings awareness. So just put it in the comments, please. Let me know what you think. You know, I'm still debating on if I should wear it to work or not. And the reason that I say I love Vicodin is I'm actually doing this commentary off 2 Vicodin. And I actually have my girlfriend's friend is the other roommate that lives with us, and she's actually allergic to everything, including Vicodin. And she gave me a couple Vicodin, so I'm feeling kind of good right now. But this is a 30-9 gameplay, and I just like y'all to rate the video, comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Peace.